Egyptians, being practical, didn't throw big smoke parties like the Scythians or drink bang like the Indians. They used cannabis medically, which is to say, they pretended it was medicine and then used it for absolutely everything. It appears in the Ebers Papyrus, a 3,500-year-old medical text that lists cannabis as a treatment for inflammation, glaucoma, menstrual pain, and, this is true, bad temper. That last one alone could have saved pharaohs from a few wars. The priests were the main gatekeepers of cannabis use. They mixed it into balms, oils, and incense for temple rituals. Picture a high priest waving a censer full of fragrant smoke while declaring it purely spiritual. Sure, and so is tequila. The idea was that the sweet scent would carry prayers to the gods, and probably made everyone in the temple feel a little closer to them. Cannabis even made it to the afterlife. Traces of it have been found in mummy wrappings and burial chambers, which means someone thought, if I'm crossing into eternity, I'm bringing a joint. It's hard to blame them. Eternity sounds long, and the afterlife was rumoured to involve farming again. Women also used it. Ancient Egyptian midwives prescribed cannabis to ease childbirth pain, which was brave, given there were no epidurals, just divine chanting and whatever herbs you could smuggle past the priest. You can almost hear the advice, "Breathe, my queen," and pass the oil. Even the nobility joined in. Pharaohs loved their luxury, and cannabis ointments were applied to relieve royal migraines, possibly caused by the crushing weight of the crown or the endless meetings about pyramid deadlines. In short, the Egyptians didn't just build monuments, they built coping mechanisms. Cannabis wasn't a rebellion, it was a survival tool. When your gods demand perfection, your climate demands sweat, and your workers keep collapsing in the sun, a little green plant starts to look like divine intervention. By the time cannabis reached ancient Greece, the locals had already perfected two national pastimes: arguing and drinking. Naturally, a plant that encouraged both introspection and mild chaos fit right in. The Greeks didn't invent cannabis use. They just intellectualized it, as they did with everything. To them, nothing was sacred until it had been debated, categorized, and turned into a symposium topic. And so began the philosophical relationship between weed and wisdom, or, as Plato might have called it, the Republic of Chill. Greek physicians like Hippocrates and Dioscorides wrote about cannabis in their medical texts, praising its ability to treat inflammation, earaches, and pain of the inner self, which might be the first recorded